All right, welcome back to Digital Addiction Empire. I'm Fernando,
And I'm Joe.
and today we're going to be reviewing one of my favorite games, Mafia 2. So let's get started with talking about the storyline a little bit. What'd you think about the story?
I thought the story was really, really good. The title says it itself, Mafia. So they really, pretty much in the story mode and the chapters, they pretty much go through like every scenario that a typical Mafia person would go through, like worst case scenario. Like pretty much whatever like could go wrong in the Mafia, it pretty much happened in this story.
Yeah.
So I really thought that was like really cool and annoying sometimes.
Yeah, it went through like what an actual mobster went through in that era.
Yeah.
And that was really cool, especially the time it took place in and all that. It started off in 1943 and ended up in 1951. So that was one of my top things about the story and everything, just where it took place and all that. So that was cool.
And like the reason that it fast forward through years because the main character ends up going to jail.
Yeah. Vito Scaleto, by the way, the main character. Vito and his friend, Joe Barbaro.
Yeah, so he ends up going to jail, and that's pretty much like if you're like in the Mafia, that's what ends up happening to you. You're spending like doing some time. So there was like a quick chapter where you're like in jail and like kind of like the life in jail and stuff.
And
so I thought that was like pretty cool.
Yeah, and another part too, when it first starts off, you're in Sicily, like the war, World War II and all that.
Yeah.
The reason why he got there rather than going to jail because he knew how to speak the language. So it was either jail or the army, the war, and he chose that. So I will choose that too rather than going to jail. So now we're gonna get to our favorite weapons. What's your favorite weapons?
Well, mine has to be the Thompson 1928, the Tommy gun.
Yeah, the main gun that the Mafia uses.
Yeah, I know. When you think of the Mafia, you think of the Tommy gun. I just really like this gun. It had really good I think the accuracy was pretty good, and it was more like it was really good like a spray and pray kind of gun because a lot of these guns had like recoil. So like when you're shooting the guns in this game, like especially the shotgun, like that thing really has recoil. But this one seemed to stay pretty like level when you're shooting it and with a bunch of people, and it was very effective. And I thought it was just the best gun to like kill people with in this game because I thought a lot of other guns were either they weren't strong enough, or they had a lot of recoil, or so on and so forth.
Yeah, like the little handgun with little weak handgun.
Yeah,
the revolver.
My second one would have to be the shotgun. I really like this gun for pretty close encounters. If you got it right, it would be like a one-hit kill, but sometimes it will take like 2 shots.
Yeah, that's a little difficult sometimes.
In this game, like a lot of enemies will get shot, and then they'll keep charging you. So you gotta be, you gotta really be like boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, none of the up close crap because it goes weird. Like you can't kill them up close.
Yeah, so I mean that was really good. And then my third one would probably be the 357 Magnum. I just really like this handgun. Was like pretty powerful. It was pretty much like a one-hit kill most of the time. I wouldn't say all the time, but most of the time if you
it's mostly like a close range.
Yeah,
really close. It's one shot kill.
Yeah, when it was a certain distance, like it was a one-hit kill. But that was the cool thing about this game too. Even with all the different types of weapons, if you pretty much got a headshot, they would die.
Yeah.
Yeah. So headshots actually like
mattered. Effective. They're just you're dead.
So, what were your top 3 weapons?
My top 3, of course, the first would be the Thompson as well, because it's the Mafia. It's one of my favorite guns, especially 2. The cool thing about that is they brought that gun too in GTA 5. So I like that. Yeah, so the Thompson, when you mainly, like you said, when you mainly think of Mafia, you think of that gun. So that's cool. My second one will also be the shotgun, because it's effective for close range and a little bit of long range, depending upon what it is. I've seen some computers pretty good at it. Of course, they have like freaking like aimbot or some shit. It's just so easy to kill you. And my third one would be the C96 pistol. It's like I guess what you'll find around in Germany, the little the skinny nozzle. And so that gun was really cool. What's cool about it is that it's pretty powerful for being a little small gun too. So that's why I like it a lot. I'd rather pick that gun rather than like the other handguns. I know you like your Magnum. I like that one too. That's effective, but I like this one a lot. Of course, the bullets go by super fast though.
Yeah, you can shoot faster.
Yeah,
with that one.
But yeah, that's my favorite. Okay, so now moving on to our top cars of the game. What are yours?
My number one top car in this game will have to be the Smith 34 Hot Rod. This car, which is, I mean, it's not really your typical car that you see like drive around the streets. You know, they're very, very rare in the game. You know, so, and it just looks cool. It looks like a hot rod.
It's fucking fast.
Yeah, and it goes really, really, really fast. You know, it looks sweet. You know, it looks like one of a kind of a car, and you know, it was just really, really fast.
Didn't you have to go to like a certain location to like find it too?
Yeah, you have to like go to some random parking lot in the middle of warehouses or something to locate it. So, yeah, it's a very, very rare car, very, very fast, and you know, after modding it, it looks sweet. You know,
I agree.
My second one will have to be the Ascot Bailey. You know, I thought that this car was really, really nice, convertible. It's got like the style points and it's got the speed. Really, really good acceleration, I thought, that this car had. And it goes really, really fast, and you know, you look good while you're driving it. So,
with the cap on.
Yeah, you gotta look good. Mafia. My third one will have to be the Smith Thunderbolt. This car was really, really good. I liked it. The handling was a little weird because it was really, really sensitive.
Yeah.
But it had really good acceleration. I liked the way it sounded. I liked the way it moved. And yeah, I think when you looked at all the stats of all these cars, I think this car was pretty good at like top speed or whatever.
Yeah.
So
that I think it was about like 127, I think, or like around there.
yeah.
So yeah. No, 135, I think.
Yeah, and you can mod these cars too. So.
Oh yeah, heck yeah, it's just go crazy.
So you can tune them up and make them go faster and stuff. All right, what are your top three?
My top three. My first one would be the Ascot Bailey as well, because it's a badass car when it's fully modded. Especially when you can get basic tuning, sports tuning, and super tuning is called, where the super one is when the engine is sticking out of the hood. So that part is cool, and you can put change the colors. You can put I think racing stripes on it, and like racing car numbers and flames on some of them. Some of them you can. My second one would be the Smith Thunderbolt as well. The reason why I definitely like this car, because I like it in real life. It's actually a Thunderbird in real life. That's the real name, and it's a heck of an awesome car. I've seen this car in real life too, and it's beautiful, man. It's a beautiful car. All I can say is the color that I normally pick and that you guys should try it out. It's red with the white top on it, with sparkling rims and the white tires. And it looks amazing, man. It's awesome.
That's like something about a little side note. It's just like when you pick these cars, like it's a little bit different than like other like cars, like other games like GTA. You're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get like a nice purple, or you know. Like these cars, just like every single one of these like 50s cars, you just want to get like red and white. I don't know what it was.
They just look good.
Red and white just looks good on these like
man.
old cars, 50 cars. So
and it's cool because some of the cars, depending on the car you get, you could have like two colors on the body. So like the surrounding area around the tire could be a different color rather than like the full body of the car and the roof too.
Yeah.
So
the roof.
So that was really cool. And now my third one would be the Roller G300. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Which is also another convertible. That's a good car as well. And this one too, you can also mod it to where the engine is sticking out of the hood and add like racing stuff on it too. And I remember I did this car a while back, and it was so fast driving on the bridge. I always try to measure my speed, see how long it took me from getting to the beginning to like the middle where the bridge, and I think I went to like 150 on that car. I can't remember exactly what the top speed of it, but yeah, it's really, really fast. And all three cars that I've chosen, he's chosen, are good cars, and you guys got to try them out. That's all I got to say. Especially the hot rod, that shit's crazy. It's fast, and yes.
And the thing about having fast cars in this game and driving fast is that it's dangerous.
Oh yeah, yeah. You hit something, you're dead. It's just it's crazy. I know like how in GTA you hit something, you fly out the window, but you most likely you will survive. You won't survive. But in this one, like you hit that crap hard, like you're just dead.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna go on to our likes of the game.
Just most basic like is that it took place like in the 50s. I really like that. I thought that the Tommy gun was just like, I don't know, it just was a very effective gun, and I really liked it. So yeah, I mean this I really like the game because the story mode, even though like it went through all like the different like mafia scenarios, it was a good game. And it was like your own like Mafia GTA.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you gotta jack cars, rob people, so it's pretty much just like GTA. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
My likes would be like what he said, the 50s, the era, just the way it took in, starting out from in the 1940s to the 50s. It's just because I grew up with like oldies and just all that type of stuff. So once I heard about this game, I remember first seeing the trailer for it. I was like, you know what, I gotta have this game because I love I love Mafia. I love Mafia movies, like Goodfellas and all that. So once this game came out, I had to have it, and I ended up liking it. And so yeah, the era is awesome, and the skyline too. Like it's mixed up with like a little Chicago, New York, and LA style like map. So the downtown area is like New York.
Yeah, it's mostly like New York with the buildings.
Yeah,
and stuff.
New York a little mixed, and like the off areas are like Chicago, and when you go up in the hills area is like L.A. So they have the observatory and all that too. So that was pretty cool. So that's my likes of of the game. Now we're gonna go to the part where we get a little into it a little bit. See what we
criticism.
Yeah, a little criticism. See what we dislike about the game. What are your dislikes?
Well, first of all, when I was playing the story, the shooting people and you got to kill people, to progress. You're in the mafia, so when you're shooting people, you have to be careful because this game is it's more realistic. So like you can get killed pretty quick. Like you do regenerate health a little bit if you take cover, but I mean like one hit like in the head, like boom, you're dead. Like restart, and that's the problem. And and what I don't like about it is that because if you die in the middle of a mission, like you got to start all the way from the beginning, the last saving point.
Like that shit doesn't save that quickly, It's just like it depends on where you have to go, and then it'll save.
Yeah, so I mean, it's like they have chapters in this game, so it saves in the beginning of the chapter. It might save at like several points within the chapter.
Yeah,
but to get from one save point to another save point, you have to go through like a bunch of like people with Tommy guns, people trying to kill you, so if you can get all the way to the end and like you die, like you have to start all the way over.
Yeah, to tell them what happened last time, you said like you tried to jack a car.
Oh yeah, so like I was in the mission where I was doing stuff, and then I had to drop your best friend Joe in the game. You dropped him off, and then I was like, okay, well I need a car because I just crushed my car or whatever. So I went out. I was like, okay, I need a car. I'm going to steal a car. And so I see the first car I see. I go up. I tell him to get out of the car. And one guy tries to fight me. He's like, all right, fighting. And that's like a little side note. Like fighting in this game is pretty cool because like you can dodge and then you throw like little hooks and like heavy punches and light punches and counters. So, so I'm like there. I'm like, like I'm getting a little boxing match with this guy. And I beat him up, right? And then the other guy who was in the car just shoots me. Boom, dead. Start over all the way from the beginning of that chapter or whatever. I was just like so pissed. I was like, are you serious? I was trying to steal cars so I can drive to my house and get to the next saving point.
Yeah, you said that while you're fighting this guy, that guy was just like staring at you.
Yeah.
And right after you finished, that's when you pulled the gun out and shot you in the head.
What I was thinking, I was like, okay, I'm going to have to box this guy, and now I'm going to have to box the second guy after, right? And the guy just pulls out a gun and shoots me. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with that too. I can just start all over and so that crap.
Yeah, so I mean, you can get pretty far in some of these missions. But if you don't reach the saving point, I mean, you're gonna start all the way over.
Yeah.
And you can die pretty easily in this game. So,
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of these missions starting from the beginning over again. So that was like a dislike. And I believe you have a dislike that I agree with you.
Oh yeah, I have this like too many cops. I'm not saying like it's too many cops like everywhere, but there's like one on every freaking corner. There's
Yeah.
always a cop either walking or driving. Like what do you say? He said like there's either one cop that's leaving and here comes another one this way.
Yeah.
You can't do shit. You can't even jack a car without a cop being like down the street coming towards you.
Yeah.
It's crazy. It's like there's too many. Like what are they thinking, man? It's like you can't really do any. The thing is like I got annoyed by it so many times because I'm just trying to speed and bam, cop comes out of nowhere. I get a speeding ticket. There you go, man. It's too many cops.
It's definitely like more realistic than GTA.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Even though like I think it's a good thing, and then it's also an annoying thing. It's cool that it's more realistic. That when you're stealing a car or when you're speeding, a cop's gonna see you and he's gonna chase after you.
Yeah.
And then like he pulls you over and you have two options. What is it? To
Yeah.
run or
It depends on what it is. You can pay the ticket if you're speeding, but then if you like, say if you hit and run, you get out of the car, you can either get arrested or bribe him.
yeah.
So that's cool.
So arrested, bribe him, pay the ticket. It's like more realistic, but it's like really annoying. And so it's just like I found myself when I was playing this game. I found myself they have like a little speed limiter thing that you turn on and
Yeah.
allows you not to go over 40 miles per hour in the normal street. So then you don't get pulled over by cops.
Yeah.
And with this checkpoint, saving thing, where you have to start all the way over. I was playing this game and I was not speeding. Just by the chance that a cop would get me, arrest me, or kill me or whatever it was. I was playing it super safe, and I found that to not be as fun as it could have been. Just speeding, going through the city like a normal like Grand Theft Auto game.
It's funny though. Like you can speed and all that crap. I mean, excuse me, you can't speed, but you can run a red light.
Yeah, that was the one thing that they let you get away with, running a red light. And a lot of times when you're driving with someone like Joe or whatever, he will always be like, "Hey man, just ran a red light."
What do you think this is, a speedway?
So I mean, yeah, it was really realistic, but
Yeah.
it was really annoying.
Another side thing cool about it, another realistic thing about it too, you can run out of gas. You can run out of gas too. There's a little meter on the bottom. Once it turns red, just like any normal car, yeah, you run out of gas. So you can go to the gas station and fill it up. So that was pretty cool about that too. Another cool realistic thing about it.
I mean, like this game, I like the story. I thought this game was different because it was more realistic. But
Yeah.
I found myself being a little annoyed by it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so another thing I could talk about is like it shows him going through like the mob and all that and getting becoming a made man and all that with his best friend. So that's pretty cool
yeah,
to actually see what goes on, how you get made and all that. So that was another cool thing.
hmm
Yeah, you had to be a full blood Italian, Sicilian, and all that to be made man. So you can't have Irish in you at all. You have to be full blooded. So that's pretty cool. What are your ratings?
my rating of this game would be a 7.5. I think it would be an 8, but the fact that it was annoying sometimes and even frustrating, like starting a whole mission over, but, I love the era of Mafia. It was a cool, like, like there's like Grand Theft Auto, there's like Red Dead, which takes place in the Western, and now there's like this one, which is like Mafia,
Yeah.
So
So
I
it's
thought
cool.
it was a really, really cool game,
So yeah, yeah.
but a little annoying at sometimes.
Like you got a little taste of Red Dead, which was the Western. Then you got a taste of this one, which is the oldies, the old time 50s. Then you got GTA, which is modern. So that was that's pretty cool. So my rating would be 8.5. I think it's 8.5 because I love Mafia so much, and just the cars, the music, the soundtracks, and it is amazing. It's cool too. So yeah. Oh, another thing too. If you commit like during the missions, you do like something, the news gets on the radio. So that's cool. You can hear it on the radio.
Yeah.
That's cool. So another thing why we did this as a video, because the third one's coming out, in about 2 weeks on October 7th.
Mafia 3.
Mafia 3. I seen the trailer for that one, and that one looks freaking awesome too. And also Vito is coming back in that one. So I've seen a few gameplays already of it. So in my opinion, I think it looks cool. It's more in depth on what you can do when it comes to the weapons, and you can call for backup and all that stuff. So that's really awesome. You could choose to whether or not to go guns blazing in the game, or take a stealth like thing. Knowing me, I'll probably go guns blazing. What are you looking forward to, like, through one?
You know, the era. I'm a little interested in the era.
Oh yeah, it takes place 1968 in New Orleans.
Yeah, so I mean the city, the era. I mean that's New Orleans in 68, 70s. You know, that's a little interesting to me. I want to know because the Mafia was just clearly like 50s.
Yeah.
And it was more Mafia. This is, I believe the main character is African American.
Oh yeah.
So I'm interested to get the Mafia take and the era take on it. What kind of cars are going to be driving around? What kind of music?
Yeah.
I'm interested in that whole
it's
environment.
Cool. Like the whole music too. I heard a little bit of the soundtrack a little bit, and it's a lot of like Jimi Hendrix and stuff like that. All like the Creedence Clearwater Revival. So that stuff is cool. Yeah. So anything else?
That is it.
All right, that's it for Digital Addiction Empire. Like, subscribe, and comment below what you thought about this game, especially like your favorite cars or anything, and what you're looking forward to the most of Mafia 3, because I know I'm looking forward to it a heck of a lot. So thank you again. Oh, and follow us on Twitter at Digital A Empire. Thank you, and we'll catch you next time.
We got a homicide here. Suspect is armed. 10-4.